I have a very complicated ritual about writing. It's psychologically impossible for me to sit down, so I have to trick myself. I elaborate a very simple strategy, which at least with me it works. I put down ideas, but I put them down usually already in a relatively elaborate way, like the line of thought already written, full sentences and so on. So up to a certain point, I'm telling myself, no, I'm not yet writing the book, I'm just putting down ideas. Then at a certain point, I tell myself, everything is already there, now I just have to edit it. So that's the idea, to split it into two. I put down notes, I edit it. Writing disappears. Oh, sorry, please. Just be loud enough, please.
How do you explain your own success? How do you explain your success, especially in the United States, that you think of as the most pathological or something, I think?
Good question, but not in the sense that now I will say, oh, I'm modest, so nice. No, it's much more serious phenomenon. Let's be quite frank. At a certain superficial level, I'm relatively popular. But me and my friends, I don't think you can, maybe you can, even imagine how non-influential are we within the academia. Which is why it pisses me off how many, whoever they are, the enemies, portray us Lacanians as some kind of a phallogocentric power discourse. It's very fashionable to paint us as kind of a dogmatic power discourse. For example, yesterday when I delivered a differently improvised version of the same talk at Columbia in New York, a lady kindly towards the end asked me, but why? Her problem was, why am I so dogmatically Lacanian?
Misreading that you're doing when Derrida is concerned, I think this is endemic to your work. And I wonder whether this is also another form of, whether a certain sort of belief operating from a distance in your work.
Which belief?
Dogmatic Lacanian thing working as a belief in your work.
Perfect. Yeah. Perfect question. Okay. I defy you with a very simple, empirical, in the best Anglo-Saxon tradition question. Apart from this brief conflict between Gayatri Spivak and Derrida, could you name me one Derridean who made a small critical remark on Derrida? Rodolphe Gachet, Avital Ronel, name Sam Weber, name me one. Why are we dogmatic? Why are they not? Name me one point where Sam Weber makes an ironic critical remark on Derrida. Name me one point where Avital Ronel does it. Name me one point where Rodolphe Gachet does it. So why am I dogmatically attached to Lacan? And it's not, why did you think this is disavowed belief? I am a Lacanian. I mean, you are knocking on the open door here. I mean, you know, you don't have to prove through some deconstructive analysis, oh, but he's a Lacanian. I am a card-carrying Lacanian. No, something is going on here, and I just wanted to draw the attention to this, how all this popular, and I think so, to give you now the true answer, I think that I admit it. There is a clownish aspect to me, like they put it in New York Times, Marx Brother or whatever, no. All that, I maybe flirt with it. But nonetheless, I'm getting tired of it because I noticed that there is, as it were, when there are some stupid reports on me, reactions to me, a kind of a terrible urge, compulsion to make me appear as a kind of a funny man, and so on and so on. And the true question would be, where does this urge come from? Why is there this necessity to portray me as somebody who can only thrive through jokes, and so on and so on and so on? And even my publishers buy it. You know that my Lenin book, Introduction of Lenin, was almost turned down by Verso? Why? First, they always, at Verso, gave hints at me, oh, you are just making jokes, and so on and so on. Then I told them, okay, now you have a book, Lenin's text, which is not. Their reproach was, wait a minute, where are the jokes? Nobody will buy the book, and so on and so on. So, you know, it's much more than it may appear is going on here. It's quite a complex phenomenon. Phenomenon. I'm almost tempted to say that making me popular is a resistance against taking me serious. How should I put it? And I think it's my duty for this reason to do a kind of a public suicide of myself as a popular comedian or whatever. let's hope we can enter here. I don't know how this functions now. This is it. Okay, but you see, here you should do your Hitchcockian shot, like from Vertigo. I saw 2-3 times that I came here because when it was still open, you took there the elevator to the top. And often I saw here some policemen or cordoned off and an object here covered. Because you will immediately see why if you take the shot up. That's it. From up there it was practical to jump down, no? Go up, you jump down, and it's kind of a nice, modest, ethical suicide, you know. It's not this spectacle that on the street you embarrass other people. You go here and you jump down. Of course, my idea was to organize this. You want to kill yourself, we organize it, we prevent so that we guarantee that no small $5, no small children will be here. I even have the idea that, you know, the way they do it in this society of biopolitics, as Foucault would have put it, where they ask you, in order to get married, you know, if you don't have age, you are mentally stable and so on. Obviously it doesn't work, because if it were to work, I would never be allowed to get married, no? But what I'm saying, that they should do it the same like if you want to kill yourself, no? I was thinking about it. I think that only people, some medical or psychiatric advisory committee team should decide, is it a case of a true metaphysical suicide or just a short crisis, like you were dropped by your girlfriend or boyfriend and there is a reasonable hope there that it's a momentary depression, then in 2-3 weeks would be open, no? So it can be medical crisis, it can be this kind of psychological crisis or pure metaphysical suicide.